Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope that you're all doing great. If you're new, hi, welcome. My name is Finoula, a biomedical scientist currently performing a PhD on cancer research. And this video is the continuation of my holidays during this summer. Check out the first part here if you haven't done so. Also, make sure to follow on my Instagram if you want to know about health advices and daily inspiration. Okay, so this trip's purpose was to attend a friend's wedding in Tenerife. So my partner and I decided to go there for 5 nights from the 17th to the 22nd of August, so we had enough time to visit the place, get to know the culture, and just spend some time, the both of us, resting and enjoying before having to go back to work. The trip was a bit hectic. As we were in La Rambla, my boyfriend's hometown that I told you about in the previous video, we first took a bus to get to Córdoba train station, from there a train to Seville, and from there a plane to Tenerife. As you can see, I took advantage of every moment that I had to progress on my second grant application report. We arrived at around 7 p.m, so we decided to have a wine in the airport while we waited for the owner of the Airbnb where we were staying at Puerto de la Cruz to pick us up. I think this was a very kind gesture. We will leave the link to the apartment in the description just in case you plan to visit. Once in the flat, we decided to chill and have something to eat, enjoying a semi-sweet white wine from the region. How cute is my boyfriend, working every detail for us to have a lovely dinner. The next morning, I wanted to wrap up a few things from work and a few issues that had me quite anxious, so I had a call with a colleague to help me with something. I guess what I want to say here is to never take people for granted. I am so grateful to have the team that I have and that we are all always there for each other. Now to the fun part. If you decide to come, we recommend that you have lunch in of the so-called Guachinches. These are small restaurants where they serve homemade local food at a very assignable price. We chose one that was a recommendation by the Airbnb owner called Guachinche El Cubano. It's in La Orotava, a town very near Puerto de la Cruz. The view was breathtaking, the food was extraordinary, and the people were so kind and nice. If you don't have a car or a license like us, your way to move around is walking and or by taxi. Hey, taxi here, extremely cheap. However, after lunch we felt like walking down the hill and enjoy the view and nature's fresh air and smell. Until we got to a dangerous road, so it was better to hop on a taxi that could take us to our next stop, Playa El Boyullo. Again, breathtaking. I have never seen anything like this. Black volcanic sand. By the way, Tenerife is a volcanic island. It's topped by the Teide, the tallest volcano and mountain in Spain. The volcano is not active, but as you can see, by the dark color of the sand, its activity has left the mark all across the island. In the north particularly, the sand is black and most of the rocks are petrified lava. We decided to have a coffee, enjoying the view and watching some people doing surf in a chiringuito that is right there at the beach. And then yes, it was time for us to play around with the water like little kids. Back in Puerto de la Cruz, another recommendation is the restaurant called Cofradía de los Pescadores, and the shells were my absolute favorite. This day, we decided to go for more adventures. We decided to travel by taxi all the way to Costa Adeje. The driver was so cool. He loves Andalusia, so he played typical songs from there for us. And during our drive, he explained a lot of things from Tenerife, so it felt kind of like a private tour with a friend, to be honest. The reason why we decided to go to Costa Adeje is because people said it was better for diving and to be able to see beautiful things under the water. And even better, my sister recommended the company where she did diving in Nusa Penida called De Puta Madre. And guess what? They had base there too, so it was perfect. We did 2 divings. First, one of 6 meters to get comfortable, know the important signs to communicate underwater, how to clean our glasses if needed, and also how to clean where we were breathing air from. I am really grateful that we did this first diving. I have never dived before, so yes, in the water and in the boat with my uncle, and I go down. However, I always have to go quickly back up to get air in the surface, but never this diving with the air tank. And then we did a second dive of 12 meters. I have to say I was incredibly surprised with myself. When talking with people and asking what I was scared about, I mentioned the darkness and the animals underneath the water. So I was quite nervous. However, once I was down there, once I learned the signs and how to have control, I felt so at peace. I don't know if I can explain this in the right way. It's like nothing could go wrong. Now, I know if I see a shark, this will scare me to death, for sure. But leaving the sharks and orcas aside, the feeling underwater, it's incredibly peaceful. We saw a lot of colorful fish, among them the parrotfish. They're the ones with all the colors. We saw trumpetfish, 3 seahorses, and the common whipstripe. I would like to thank the Puta Madre, especially our instructor Juanma, for this incredible experience and for being able to record it and create digital memories. We'll leave everything in the description box just in case you're interested.
I just wanna hold you for forever. Every day you're making me better. 'Cause a love like this is rare. And I wanna take you there.
After diving, we were so starving, so we asked for recommendations. As mentioned previously, we wanted to get to know the culture and not be in the touristy part. So they recommended us another Guachinche called Palchoso Guachinche. The people there were so wonderful, the food was delicious. Make sure to try mojo picon. Normally, when you go to a bar/restaurant to eat, they ask if you want some mojo service. To go back, we took a bus instead of a taxi. First, it's cheaper, and second, the important reason. After diving, there is nitrogen in your blood, so you have to be careful with being at a very high altitude above the sea level. So we had to go through another route, the other side of the island, to avoid this. Finally, we ended our day by a walk on the promenade in Puerto de la Cruz. I totally suggest having a moment here, being on the beach at night, looking at the waves and the lights of the houses on the mountains. I do not have words to describe how incredibly emotional and fun this day was. I feel blessed that I was able to be part of such a beautiful day. I met Andreina, the stunning bride, when I was in college in Navarra's University back in 2010. We were both staying in a dorm with nuns. I was so thrilled that she was in the room next to mine. The nights we spent together talking and watching movies were endless, not to mention that we studied the same degree, so we were pretty much the whole day together. One night we went out to a disco called Marengo, which is now called Canalla. After having sunk our souls at the famous Chupiteria, dear friends who are watching, if you know, you know. And in that disco we met Luis, the handsome groom. And since that night, and a little meddling from my part and another friend, for those 2 humans to get together, I have seen their love grow. Sure, they had tough moments, but seeing how they overcame all of the obstacles and putting their love first was inspiring. And to be here on this day with them to celebrate it was incredibly special. I love both of them so much, and I wish them nothing but the best of the best. It was also so good to see old friends from uni and to meet new people. A good example from this is Sara and her boyfriend Alice. I feel like me and my boyfriend really connected with both of them, and we had such an incredible night. Hopefully we will see them sometime soon. And here is a sign of how well Andreina knows me. She knew I had been dying to wear those fairy wings since she entered with them. So at the end of the night, when the party with the DJ started, she let me borrow them for a few dances. The next day, and our last day, we were quite tired, but we didn't want to stay in, so we decided to do something chill. We started with a brunch, and this is another of my recommendations if you go to Puerto de la Cruz, is to go to the natural swimming pools and just spend a day there, having fun and swimming with two incredible views. One is El Teide. Hopefully next time we will be able to climb it. And the other view, the Atlantic Ocean. Now here you can laugh a little watching me trying to get out of the pool because I was too lazy to go where the stairs are. And finally, but not least, we decided, actually my partner planned it, to get dressed up a bit for our last night and go to a special restaurant. It's called Iway Tasca, not sure I said that correctly, which serves Mediterranean and Spanish cuisine. And here we are getting ready to get on the plane. I'm so grateful for this trip and I really hope you guys enjoyed it and that you had a wonderful vacation and rested and are energized and yeah, had fun. Hope you have a wonderful week and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.